Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3. My name is Finlay, and that right there is Luke
Is Luke.
Parker. And
Oh, for
yeah,
fuck's sake, you say my name. Cut it.
got it. No, I'm joking.
That's fine.
Um,
We won't bully Harry as much as we did for
yeah.
the last one.
But anyway, yeah. Welcome back to episode 3. Again, weekly episodes, but we're going to be changing up the main topic of each week. But we'll
So
get
to keep
back
it like
yeah.
fresh, so you're not
Yeah.
just going fucking hell. These guys are still
Yeah,
going
we do.
on.
Obviously, everyone loves football, but we're gonna leave that as it is for now, and we're going to move on. But we'll get into that topic a bit later on. But yeah, just handing over to Luke about last episode.
Yeah, so last episode, obviously, we had Daz on the podcast speaking a bit about OE, football, FIFA, and six-a-side, which the six-a-side part went surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Right. But after the podcast aired, I was like, making sure the numbers go. The numbers did really well. We got a third of what we got for the first video in the first hour. So we done really well.
Yeah.
And then I go on to PS with Joe and Zach. And I'm muted by Zach and I'm thinking, what's going on here? And Joe goes, Luke, what was the beeped out name? And I tell him, he goes, right, Zach thought it was him.
Yeah, he messaged me about that, yeah. So, Zach Simpson, if you're watching, now you know it wasn't you.
Right, so today's theme, I suppose, is music and gigs. Now, me and Finlay may just look like a bunch of boring cunts, but while we are boring cunts, we really like our music.
Of course we do.
I think, for me personally, it's something just to get me in the mood. It's a coping mechanism, among many other things. But what's your take on it?
My take on music is it's something I've loved since I was a little kid. You know, being in the car, a song on the radio.
Yeah.
If I really liked the song on the radio, I'd be begging, play it again. Because, but obviously you can't.
I remember that. I was like, put that song on. This one's not.
Yeah.
We never could.
But yeah, to me, music is a big part of my life. From around about start of year 11, obviously I'm really into my gigs. I've not been to that many in recent times, but you know, I just resonate with music so much. An aspiring dream of mine is to be in a band, but I have no musical talent. I did have a brilliant band name idea, and the Indoor Kites. It was just
the Indoor Kites.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, I'd tell you now. If you ever see the Indoor Kites, I came up with it first.
So you trademarked it.
I'm trademarking it. Yeah, but to me, music, it's a coping mechanism, as it is for many people. But you know, there's songs that have a certain like background to some songs, and you have a certain background to some artists. And to me, I've got certain songs to play when I'm in a certain mood. But I listen to it.
I've got about like 20 different Spotify playlists.
I've got one big one, 900 songs it hit today. I did my 900th song.
I've got one massive one where it's all of them. I've got my classic music for when I'm feeling depressed. I've got a gym playlist. I've got a Drake playlist. I've got mysterines playlist. I've got Kasabian's playlist. And then just like an indie one, like rock.
Yeah.
I feel like, for me, like, I always liked music as a kid, but it wasn't until like I was probably in like year 7 where I properly started getting into it, like following like the smaller bands.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like mainstream music is shit. A brilliant example of that is AJ Tracy with Ladbroke Grove, because I remember me and Joe and Jack, we were all in like Jack's car driving. We're listening to that. I was like, it's a good tune. That 2 months later, it's like on the radio. It's being played by everywhere. I just think a song has like a certain timeline, unless it's an absolute classic. And when it goes to the radio and it gets just played over and over again, it just loses what it was.
Yeah.
So I found myself like taking music out of my playlist, which is on the radio. Yeah. I mean, there are a few songs which I don't mind. Like, I know KSI's got that Houdini in that, the top 20.
Yeah.
And that's a banger. So I like that. But I don't know, like mainstream music's just a weird one. I mean, I used to listen to it a lot more as a kid before there's like Spotify, iTunes, and all that shit.
Yeah, of course.
But for you, Finlay, what was the first song like you could ever like resonate with? Like, this is a sick song. Because I don't mind.
The first song that I ever fully resonated with It's a song that I didn't, when I had Spotify originally, I didn't come across it until I physically remembered what song it was in about year 8 or year 9. So when I was a kid, my dad was a massive Stone Roses fan and still is, and loves Ian Brown and everything. And I remember I used to hear this song so many times, FEAR or Fear by Ian Brown. I think that song is genuinely a masterpiece, because if you go through and listen to it, every like chord or every set of lyrics starts, it goes FEAR. So for every man a religion, you know, every word starts with FEAR, and it kind of started my whole indie music kind of background, and what I predominantly listen to. But you know, I bungee between genres. I've got just a shit ton of genres.
That's my problem. I get a lot of grief for it from your mates. Like, I listen to such a wide range of music. Like, I listen to indie, I listen to rap, rock, or like a bunch of shit. Like, fucking hell, I've got an entire playlist full of 50s and 60s music.
Oh yeah, no, never shit on 50s and 60s.
But you know what? Some of them are absolute bangers.
Oh yeah,
some of them are absolute bangers. But for me, in terms of like a first song, there's two I remember, but I can't remember which I listened to first. So there was "You Somebody" by Kings of Leon.
Oh god.
And there's also "Stan" by Eminem.
Oh,
now, those are the first two songs I can remember resonating with them. Bit different. I didn't get my pregnant wife, put her in a boot and drive off. Like, fucking my way. Didn't do that. Or did I? Who knows? The police haven't confirmed.
Story for another episode. My confession.
Confession tape to Luke and Finlay. Nah, but I just remember being like, I think it was like, what's that music channel? It's not I was going to say HMV then. What the fuck's the music channel? You got all the shit shows on them now.
MTV.
MTV, yeah, it's like an MTV like top 40 one.
Yeah.
I remember somebody who was on there. I remember just being like, I like this. I didn't know why, but I liked it. Well, like, I feel like as I've got older, the music changed taste like almost every year. Like year 7 was rap because I thought that makes me fit in.
Yeah.
It didn't. I ended up hating all the songs, but some of them are still good. Like J. Cole.
Yeah.
I really like J. Cole. Drake, hit and miss. Kanye used to be good. Now he's not. You know, all them sort of people. But I feel like my main sort of like music genre that I like is Indian rock.
Yeah.
Like, I've spoken to you about it and often spoken to other people about it.
Of course, yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. My two like favorite bands, I'll get into them a bit later, but they're both like indie and rock.
Yeah.
And I just know if I'm looking for a song on my playlist, they're the first things I'm scrolling to.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm not one of these weird people who presses shuffle straight away. You do that, then
you search for your song, don't you? And then
you search for the perfect
there.
song to start. Because I'm not being funny. My playlist, it could be, I don't know, a J. Cole song at the beginning of my playlist, and at the bottom of my playlist, it's Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
Right? If I shuffle, I end up getting The Weeknd. I'm just like, I don't want this shit.
And then you're skipping through, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're skipping through. So you need to start off with the perfect thing. But even that, I never usually have it on like shuffle mode.
Yeah, I put a cue,
a certain segment. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like, so I mentioned my big playlist. I've got 2 playlists predominantly on Spotify. So I've got that one, which is called 10 Mile Smile. If you get that reference, I'm automatically in love with you. Please go and watch Spike Island just for the sake of it. And my second playlist is an Eminem playlist, completely Eminem. And I like to think I'm very creative with these names. I called it Duke Marshall Mathers III. That is the name of the playlist.
And what we're going to do now to piss Finlay off, we're going to include this clip here. Is his lovely rendition of Eminem.
Oh, is it
fucking
from TikTok?
made me
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah, that
Yeah.
when you said that to the group chat, that made me laugh.
Yeah. I did that on TikTok and it didn't get many views. I think it's capped at like 300 at most. But
Still all right.
you know,
I mean,
obviously I'm just lip syncing it. But I do pride myself on knowing every lyric to that song. Without Me by
it's a
Eminem.
fucking sick song.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why.
it's brilliant.
But while we're on about this TikTok, right? Do you like it?
I
Because for
find
me,
myself,
it's weird.
I find myself scrolling through it when I'm bored.
So you
And
have the app as well?
yeah, I have the app.
See, I
But
don't even have the app. What will end up happening is I get sent like TikToks into like a group chat on like Insta or Snapchat, and some of them you just go, they're not funny, I'll ignore it. And then every now and then there'll be like a funny one. And I'm just like, I don't see the point in the app. I don't have it downloaded on my phone. Like even on Twitter, it's everywhere.
Yeah, well, see, for me, I downloaded it as a joke and just thought, right, I'm just going to look through what's on. And then I started making ones just for the sake of it. So I'm going to send you two of my favorite ones that I've made, and then we can put them in the video. So I made one lip dubbing to an Alex Turner.
Who are you?
Alex.
From?
Sheffield.
From?
Arctic Monkeys.
From the Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah.
That one got quite a few views, and then I've got another one where I just do I do an accents challenge or an impressions challenge, and I pride myself on.
Hello there, good Master Yoda. Here's the chosen one. Jody, that handsome fella looking down's me, Conor McSweeney. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Welcome to the fucking outback. Go Eastline and you're burning up the quarter mile.
Being able to do those. So I think for a video in the future, I might go onto Instagram and get you guys to send me in some accents, and then we can have a go, me and Luke together.
Yeah. I mean, accents wise, I feel like I'm good, but I have to have like a key phrase to get me into the accent.
Yeah.
But the focus obviously is music and gigs. So festivals wise, today it was announced that Reading and Leeds is cancelled for 2020, which I'm delighted with because that lineup was shit.
Yeah,
that was a poor lineup.
I've not looked at the lineup properly. I do remember Cortinas were on there.
I'll get the lineup for you now.
Cortinas, for me, are one of my like favorite bands up there. You know, I've seen them. I think I've seen them live twice. The first time was Liam Frey on his own doing a acoustic gig. That I will send a clip in to put in, and the second time was at Heaton Park in 2019.
I continue to get intimidated.
But for me, I do remember quite a few bad acts being on there that I don't think should have been headlining. Apart from Rage Against the Machine, I know they were headlining, and Rage Against the Machine are one of my, like, if I'm going to listen to metal or whatever you want to call it, heavy rock,
I remember seeing them being like announced as the first headliner, and people going fucking mental. I was like, I've never.
See, the thing is, they announced that, and I was scrolling through the comments, and you've got the people like me who are going, "Oh my god, that's amazing! They've not performed live like in the UK in a while." And then you've got other people scrolling through who are going, "Who's that?" Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't know who they're, and obviously people will hear it when they're in the tents, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck is that? Why is that playing?" And that's kind of the issue going around with festivals. I personally have never been to a festival, and I don't really plan on going to any for personal reasons mainly. But I just don't think I'd enjoy it. I really don't think I'd enjoy it. You know, I went to Heaton Park for the Cortinas, and that was like a mini festival. You know, there was
I remember seeing the videos.
Yeah, so there was the support acts they had were Pale Waves, DMAs, and James. And sadly, the DMAs only played 4 songs because Pale Waves ran over and James refused to give up any of their stage time, and James were on for an hour. And then they come to Cortinas, and you know, it wasn't the best gig in the world in my opinion, just because of where I was and kind of the company I was in, and you know, people around me. But yeah, for me, I've never been to a festival, and I wouldn't picture myself going to any. I don't know about you, Luke.
Yeah.
I know you
I
did
mean,
go. You went last year, didn't you?
I was supposed to, but I ended up working throughout, so I ended up being that everyone out of the main group ended up going,
Yeah.
and I was the only one who stayed back because I thought, part of me thought I can go there, but I'm going to be skinned throughout. I have to borrow a bit of money,
Yeah.
or because they're all going, I can get banging shifts at work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was working like 50 quid a day for like 7 hours work, which is good money. So I was supposed to go last year, I didn't. I saw a lineup this year. There was only one day I want to go. So like, if I go for the main acts for Red and Leeds this year, for the Friday, it was Stormzy, Migos, Lewis Capaldi, All Time Low, Mabel, Mostak, As It Is, and Bellaco.
I know who All Time Low are, punk, pop punk, punk rock, whatever you want to say.
Right.
They have one really good song, De Maria Count Me In, but other than that, I've not listened to them.
But then
I don't know.
on the Friday, they're like not like the main stage. You got Sam Fender, you got Declan McKenna,
Oh, Declan
you
McKenna's
got
really
MK.
good.
Yeah, like so some of them are right. You go to Saturday, LG, obviously.
Oh, was he headlining?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that would have been good. There was then Jerry Cinnamon, which
Oh
he's
my god,
fucking sick as well.
I
really like Jerry Cinnamon.
I am begging that one day I am able to see Jerry Cinnamon live, because
his gigs would be sick.
Oh my god, amazing.
He'd be off his fucking rocker.
He's a one man band. How can you not want to go and see a one man band with a what do you call them? Harmonica around his neck.
Accordion. What the fuck am I?
He's got his harmonica around his neck while he's holding a guitar and doing the foot drums. Come on, tell me that isn't what you want to see.
So joining LG and Jerry Cinnamon on the main stage that day were Two Door Cinema Club, D Block Europe, H, The Main, and Blocks. H, overplayed.
Yeah, very.
And like he's got a few good songs, but that's it. But then like the not main stage, but you got Rex Orange County, which I like.
Not a huge
and
fan,
none I've ever heard of after that. I mean, KSI was on the BBC One Extra stage on the Saturday. Yeah,
I would have loved to see him live.
Well, yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah, he was scheduled to play Parklife as well.
Yeah, he was doing Parklife, Fred and Leeds. He was meant to be going to Adventureland, apparently, in Belgium, which I wanted to go to, but obviously Corona happened.
Yeah.
And then on the Sunday, you got Rage Against the Machine, Cortinas, Run the Jewels, Slow Side, Tom Grennan, Lady Lusher, The Subways, you got H.A. Tracy. And that's it. There's not a lot there. I feel like, because was Glasgow happening this year? Because I feel like Glasgow
was back this year. It was off last year, and it was meant to be back this year.
Yeah, because they had a lot of like big name acts. So I feel like Red and Leeds all got screwed by that.
Yeah, but Glastonbury 2020, they were wiggling their way around trying to get Oasis to come back for it.
Mate,
Finlay,
I do not care how much it costs when they get back together, because it is going to happen.
Yeah,
because
slowly caving in.
No, because they released that Don't Stop demo.
Oh my god, that was a banger.
Which is a banger. I know Noel wants money.
Yeah, well, Liam
Noel wants money. He will do it.
Let's talk about that little debacle. So Noel found that CD and he only released it. No, he did. He found that CD and he only released it because it was his vocals and not Liam's, and Bonehead was not on that. So Liam has been parading around suggesting that he releases an unseen demo with his vocals and Bonehead on the support guitar, the rhythmic guitar.
Obviously, the whole reason why they fell out is just mad. Like, I'd rather not get into that. Long story. That is bad. Long story.
But, however, if you would like to hear about that, the Supersonic documentary, I'd recommend watching that. Very good watch. And Liam's documentary, As It Was, absolutely incredible. Personal favourite of mine.
But when I look at the two, for me, I feel like Liam's had a better solo career than Noel. Because Noel, he's got his Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Deaf You and Me is a good one. But like Liam's stuff just smashes it. I feel like Liam's doing it more because he enjoys it, and Noel I think it's clear to say which one I prefer.
Yeah.
Noel, I think he's just doing it because he's like, band's looking a bit low today.
Yeah.
Because he's not released a lot. Neither of them have released a lot, but I just
thing
feel
is,
like they need to come together.
Yeah,
and
they do need to
release a
come
belter.
together. I do listen to Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, who, you know, they've got some very good songs. You know, just to name a few, Dying of the Light, brilliant. If I Had a Gun, you know, absolute belter. But when it comes to Liam Gallagher, I've seen him twice live, and his obviously, As You Were was such an incredible album, top to bottom. And playing some of that, you know, it's classic. It's rock. It's not, people call it indie, but it's listening to them riffs is.
It's not indie.
It's not. Well, obviously, it's so. The way I'd describe it, Oasis was Britpop.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. So Oasis is Britpop. Goes down when it comes into the early 2000s. You know, you're getting a bit more of a rock and roll side, and Liam likes to claim himself as a rock and roll star, obviously. But when it come to the solo albums, Liam's is just rock and roll, and you know, Why Me, Why Not? Again, great album. There's a bit more of an indie tinge to that, but again, it's rock and roll. You know, some of the riffs on that, very, very rock and roll. I have got. I will send you some clips, and then we can get Harry to put them in here and there. Of Liam Gallagher, and we'll get into another band that I've got a brilliant clip of. Seen them live,
which is the DMAs. But before we get onto them, what's your favourite ever Oasis song?
My favourite ever Oasis song.
He's stuck between two. But then again, the Don't Stop demo is sick, but I feel like the only reason I like it a lot is because it's just come out.
Yeah.
So if we ignore the Don't Stop demo and go to like the proper Oasis, none of the remastered shit that they did, because that was shocking.
Let me get my Spotify playlist up, because off the top of my head, I can't.
For me, it's between She's Electric and Champagne Supernova.
You know what? I will give you that. She's Electric is incredible.
She's Electric's a banger.
I'm gonna give a few like in the ballpark. I'm gonna put a few in the ballpark. Listen Up, Listen Up live. I've got a clip of that which I will put in now. So Listen Up, I've just seen the clip. Incredible at the cricket ground. I'd never heard that song before seeing Liam live, but I knew the lyrics because I've heard it like here and there. Another brilliant one, Cast No Shadow. That one live at Main Road in '96, incredible. And just to,
were you there?
No, I've seen the clips, mate. Seen the videos. And just to throw a little bit of a spanner in the works, Little by Little. Noel's vocals on Little by Little. Absolutely love it.
I'm not a fan of that.
Really?
I don't mind Little by Little. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I'm a basic Oasis fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I've got all the lyrics tattooed on.
No,
I'm not one of them like sort of fans. Like, I can listen to Oasis, I can appreciate it. The bands that I do like the most, I know the lyrics to. Oasis, it's not hard to not know the lyrics. I mean, obviously when the terror attack in Manchester happened, obviously everyone was singing Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah.
And I won't say anything bad about that, because you know what, sod it, I will, right? That song, I get it. I get why it was played. I really, really do.
Yeah.
And then 2 years after the attack happened, I saw a poll, like, you know, like a petition thing, to make Don't Look Back in Anger the national anthem of Manchester. I have my opinions about that. Obviously, what happened was really, really awful. I know some people who were there. I would imagine that you might like know of people. Not connected, but you know of people. And it was just a really horrible thing. And I get why the song was there. It's great. But surely, if you're looking to make a song the national anthem of Manchester, you would want a song that celebrates Manchester
Yeah.
and not that specific thing. Like, you've got the fucking the Smiths, all that sort of shit.
Smiths are
All
incredible.
stuff like that. Those are the sort of songs you make the national anthem of Manchester.
Yeah.
You don't go for a song that says, well, you know, all this shit happened. We're going to have this because it'll always remind us. Like, you don't really want to remind yourselves of the fact. But all the work they did afterwards with the One Love concert,
Yeah.
that was good.
That would have
I was
been the
annoyed- I
prime
was so
time for
annoyed that
Oasis.
Oasis didn't get back there.
That
No,
would have been the
because
prime time.
supposedly, according to Liam, Noel
Didn't want to
declined
leave
it
his.
'cause it was
Yeah.
for charity.
Well, what?
There were many things and rumours about why he
Yeah,
didn't do it.
the main rumor that I heard was Liam. Liam actually flew back from a gig in Germany just to do that. He flew straight back to a gig from a gig in Germany, and according to Liam, Noel didn't want to leave his family holiday, wherever it was.
Yeah, I feel like Liam's just gonna say whatever just to discredit Noel. To be honest,
you know, you don't really want to focus on the negativity of that point. You know, you want to celebrate the fact that Manchester has an absolutely incredible music scene.
Yeah,
Whether it's just
fantastic.
small bands, friends, but I've got obviously, you know, Tag.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the Claremonts, give them a big shout out. I absolutely adore the Claremonts. I think their music is absolutely incredible. I would recommend anyone that's into indie music go and listen to them right now. Click off the episode, pause it, come back to the episode after you've listened to the Claremonts. They are absolutely incredible. Seen them live multiple times. I would recommend them.
Finlay, you've just reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Are we gonna discuss the fall of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Darth Plagueis.
I had a good laugh at that. We won't.
Yeah.
But I had a good laugh at that. I feel like we've spoken about Oasis enough. So what we're gonna do, you guys won't see it, but I feel like take a quick break now, and then when we come back, speak about favourite bands and gig experience, where all that entire section will just be videos, to be honest.
Yeah. As long as we don't get copyrighted, please don't copyright us, YouTube. We're just
I don't think they can copyright us because it's our own videos, but
yeah,
I think if we limit it, we'll be all right. But we'll be back in a millisecond, and we'll see you in a bit. Right, break.
Sorted. Oh, I should have a Jack Daniels on the go. Echo Falls,
you know what's going to piss me off?
What?
Harry's going to include that.
He probably will.
And we're back. Gosh, such a long break. I feel like that's going to become a running joke.
Yeah.
But for this part of it, we're going to speak about our favourite bands. Obviously, as you can probably tell, you're probably a bit bored of it, but we don't care.
We really care about. We
care.
We care about your viewers. We care about you. We promise. Love you. Simp. I'm a simp. I am a simp.
Yeah, that's just reminding me of a video that Shawnee Green sent me. I'm going to include it now because it's only 2 seconds. Right, it's from Phineas and Ferb. I think someone I don't know if they edited it
Probably
or not,
an
but
edit.
it's funny. Yeah, so I'll let you start off. So we picked 3 bands each. We haven't said which ones they are. So if we pick the same one, can be a bit screwed. So Finlay, I'll let you lead in. What is it doesn't have to be in any like specific order, just one of your 3 favourite bands.
So starting off number 1, I'm gonna go straight in with the DMAs.
Yes, lads.
Absolutely incredible band from Australia, from Sydney, Australia. Again, seen them live 3 times.
I'm actually so jealous. They're sick.
I just, everyone knows one of their songs if you've played FIFA, Play It Out. And I will put in a clip right now of seeing Play It Out live for the first time.
The world keeps on turning.
Right, sorted. Clip it as long as you want, Harry. I don't really care. So the DMAs for me just kind of epitomise how kind of modern indie rock kind of stuff should sound. They've got 2 albums. They've got Hill's End and then they've got For Now. And Hill's End Hill's End has some of my favourite songs on it. It has Delete, which is a very mellow song, but absolutely incredible to hear live. It has Step Up the Morphine, and it has Play It Out. And then obviously on 4 now, you've got stuff like Lazy Love and Warsaw, and
I
In
like
the
Warsaw.
Air. It's
Warsaw's
absolutely
a good
incredible.
song.
Just their music, to hear it live, to hear it, it just gives me a boost no matter what song I'm listening to. And absolutely, again, recommend giving them a listen if you're into indie kind of music. I'd absolutely recommend them. Luke,
Yeah.
let's hand it over to you.
So for the first lot of my 3, I'll say I've seen all of my 3 live. 2 were at the same night because one of them was a smaller band, but they were pretty fucking good. So I'll start off with the first band I ever saw live, which was Kasabian.
Good choice.
Now, all I'm saying is 4813, the album, is one of the best just albums ever for me, personally. I just think sometimes you got Easy, you got Bumblebee. You know, Stevie is one of my favourite Kasabian songs. It was on FIFA as well. They cut it down. Like, it's like a 7-minute song, but FIFA puts like 2.5 minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
you've cut out half of it, and the music video for that is sick. But not even just on that album. Like, here's a clip where you'll probably hear my shit singing in the background. Says that clip, but it's dead good. Like, even the most recent album, you know, you got For Crying Out Loud, Zads and Bellas, you know, Comeback Kid.
Comeback Kid's incredible. Again, another FIFA song.
I was on FIFA song. FIFA seemed to like Kasabian, but for me, it was probably the second or third band I really got into. And I just think it's such a contrast for what I would listen to when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I know when, like, there's a TV advert and I'll hear like an instrumental go, it's Kasabian, that.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a Game of Thrones trailer and it had a Kasabian. I'm gonna have to search what Kasabian song it is now because it's gonna pee me off. Switchblade Smiles, that was it. Switchblade Smiles, and that was on like a Sky Atlantic thing for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I remember going to the gig. It was one of the first few after the Manchester attack, and I was with my mate Lucy. I remember I was like, don't know what to expect. I remember the warm-up band was the Slaves, which I had not heard of the Slaves before, and I didn't appreciate it, especially when the geezer took his top off. He was fucking pissing with sweat, basically. And he was using the drums, going everywhere. Wasn't a fan. I did nick some beers off, like, you know, when people get like the cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
In there. I admit I was dead bad. I nicked a few beers from that. But when Kasabian came on, like, it's such a fucking good experience. Like, the first song they did though was shit, and I was like, oh no, what have I got into? Because they're renowned for being dead good live.
Yeah.
But then from like the second song onwards, it was sick. And on the way out, everyone was chanting and everything. It was just a really good night.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
So I think that's more than enough for my first one.
Yeah.
So on to you for your second.
So my second band that I'm gonna just give a big lot of praise to, Green Day. It's a bit of a change up from
I wasn't expecting
that. So Green Day for me are just incredible. They've been going for over 20 years now. 1994, their first album came out, and that was called Dookie. And honestly, that album, top to bottom, again, absolutely stunning. Personal favorite songs from them: Burnout, obviously, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. That is obviously hearing that compared to the rest of the music is a big change up. But they still, they released an album, I think it was in 2018, 2017. And, they're still going strong and they're still amazing live. I mean, I've never seen them live, but their music for me kind of epitomizes like, so I've got my indie, my rock and roll. I really love pop punk rock. When it comes to Green Day or Blink-182 or stuff like that, but for me, Green Day epitomized that. But like seeing clips from the 90s of especially Billy Joe, like just his demeanor on the stage, he looks like a genuine basket case. and the way he performs is, it's just incredible, and that'll never get old for me. I think as long as I have Green Day in my playlist, I'll always come back to listening to him, no matter how far I've strayed off that kind of music taste. Green Day will always be there for me, and like there's just no question about it. No matter what album you choose to listen to, there are brilliant songs all over the place in every single decade. If should I say that? Every single decade, every single era. Do you know what I mean? So the music's kind of changed in the way that the band have performed has changed because they're getting older. But absolutely incredible for me. Unfortunately, we don't have any clips that we can use because of copyright. But yeah, absolutely incredible for me. So I think I'll pass the baton on to Luke and see what he's got to say.
Yeah. For the next band I'm going to speak about, what I'll do, if I'm lucky, something's going to happen, right? So what's going to happen now is you're either going to get a clip of me being lucky. That sounds wrong, but you'll get it if you see it.
Please don't gif that picture of that face I just pulled.
So what will happen? You'll either get a clip of something good, and that's if my luck goes my way, or you'll get a clip of something funny, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's going to end up being the fucking clip or something funny, I know, just my luck. I've sent so many DMs trying to get it work. Right, so obviously, I don't know which clip you've just seen, but either way.
See it in post.
How about it? Yeah, we'll see. The band I'm going to speak about is the Mysterines. Now, I hadn't heard of the Mysterines until I went to see the band that I'm going to speak about next after this. They were one of the warm-up acts, and I was with a few of my mates, and I made some mates there, and there's a funny story to go along with it, which I feel like I should be able to tell. So my friend, we'll change his name. His name, we'll just say, ran with Braun. Now, Braun said to me, beginning of the night, oh yeah, fancy getting with the girl. I was like, all right, wingman Luke, just going to do his job. Now I have to say, I had an 100% record success rate for wingman and my mates. With these two girls, I know, there are these two girls behind us. I'll say their names just because it's fun. There was Lauren and Jodie. And I went over to them, started chatting, and I think when I said, that guy there, he won't say because he's embarrassed, but I was actually in a car crash and broke my leg. And, he stopped what he was doing. He went into the car, got me out. And I was making up a bunch of stories to make it sound like rescued a cat from the tree, all that shit. And they hadn't seen him yet. I was like, so do you want to come over and see him? And they're like, yeah, sure, why not? What's the harm? I bring these Lauren and Jodie over, and I can't stress how awkward it was. I go, sorry, mate, I know you're watching. I said, bro, mate, turn around. And then he just went, nah, you're right.
Oh, no.
And I just went, one of his jokes.
God.
Braun, come on, mate. He goes, no, you're good. And I was just like,
oh my God.
I don't want to say the other guy that was there, but there was another guy there, and I told him to go speak to him. And he had a girlfriend at the time, so that didn't work. So we went to other girls, and I said, what about these? And they were all laughing. We were chatting. I ended up being good friends with Lauren. And it's a fun story to refer to, but enough about the stories. This was when the Mysterines were playing. And they only had 5 songs out at the time. They've now got 7. And they're about to release a new one on the 21st of May, which I can't wait for. I've got it pre-saved and everything. And their music is a lot more rock-based, but there's such a different change-up in between each of the songs. Like, some of them are slow, but they hit hard, and some are fast, hit hard, but hit low. They just mix up, and the lead singer of the band, she may be Scouse, But yeah, I'd say there used to be 3 of them. There's now 2 of them. But she, in my opinion, she does a lot to carry them because she's the only one singing. She does all the vocals and that. You know, even on like her Insta lives, like she was singing. I got them to play. My mate Lauren, obviously. Her mates have a new band that came out called Basic State. Go watch them. No, not go watch them, but you know what I mean. Go listen to them. They're on Spotify. Got a really sick album. Eye of the Storms, without a song. You know, she like played them out live on her Insta, and she's just a decent person. You know, I'm trying to get her to come onto the podcast for an interview, but I feel like their music, it's good and it doesn't get boring. Like a lot of songs for me, they get boring.
Yeah.
You know, I've been lucky enough to see them live. I don't have a photo that I took, but I've got one that my mate took, so I'll include that now. So obviously, it was a small crowd, but it was still very good. And yeah, I'm just rambling on.
Yeah.
So Finlay, mate, your third and final band.
My third and final band. I'm going to bring it back. Previously mentioned them, the Cortinas.
Fuck's sake! Right, I'm changing my one after that.
Get rid of there's no that. It's just Cortinas. But
yeah,
I can't speak highly enough of Cortinas. I've got a little anecdote of when they were playing the second charity gig at the MEN when it reopened. When Noel was the headline. So Cortinas were doing sound check over at the arena, and my dad has a little florist concession in the Manchester Arndale in the next store, and the drummer came in and ordered some flowers.
Oh, wow.
And they were saying, they were just chatting, and my dad went, "Oh, you from the Cortinas, right?" And he went, "Yeah." And he went, "Oh, my son."
I think I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, so obviously he said, "Oh, my son's a massive fan." So he's got a picture with him, and then Mr. Capello, absolute legend, has written me a little note. I've got it stuck on my wall.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Absolutely brilliant. I think the Cortinas are they've stuck it to so many people. When St. Jude came out,
St. Jude's a banging up.
When St. Jude came out, a journalist said, in 10 years' time, no one will ever remember this. 10 years, however long later, it is the most listened to album of theirs, and it has so many brilliant songs.
Anna's good, but it's nowhere near St. Jude.
Yeah,
in terms of numbers.
Yeah, like I love all of their albums. I've seen Liam live on his own, and he played some of the lesser known, the B-sides and stuff like that. And I religiously watch his Instagram lives where he's playing music, and oh my god, he's just incredible. Like just to shout out a few of their songs, Fallfield Hillbilly, Better Man from the new album is incredible. More Again Forever, that's a brilliant album. Listen to that; it's very underrated. Car 31. A very good B-side, and Smith's Disco, again, incredible. The Cortinas for me are just Manchester through and through. Liam is absolutely he's such a good man, and he does so much to help, and he loves getting involved with his fans. And there's nothing you can praise more than a musician who loves getting involved with his fans and doing stuff for them that not many of us will do. And there's just so much talent there in that band, no matter what,
Yeah, without a doubt.
Throughout the years, they've just been absolutely incredible for me. But yeah, I'll pass back over to Luke, because if you let me speak about Cortinas, I'll go on forever.
Well, I was going to do the Cortinas, so I picked up my backup option. And that's another one that I've seen live, the Amazons. Now, the Amazons I happened to see on the same night as Mysterines. And I remember I was with a mate at work, and they were saying, "Oh, the Amazons are going live." I was like, "They're on FIFA around it. Yeah, go on." It wasn't a lot. I was like, "Go on, I'll go." Anyway, he didn't end up going, and I didn't buy tickets. I ended up running into my mate Lucy, not the same one that I went to Kasabian with, but I ran into my mate Lucy. We're having a chat. It's like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm going to the Amazon." She's like, "Oh great, I've got 2 spare tickets which I'm trying to sell." I was like, "Sweet." Me and Braun will go, and it was just brilliant. Like, obviously, I was listening to more of their music in the build-up, but they're not Future. I wasn't a big fan of Future Dust album, but the Amazons' first album, which literally is called the Amazons, is so good. Like, if I look at it now, Stay With Me, banger, Burn My Eyes, In My Mind, Junk Food Forever, Raindrops, Black Magic, Ultraviolet, Little Something. Holy Roller, I don't like, but I've already listed 8. And then Something in the Water, that's banger, and 11 Palace. So 10 out of 11 songs in an album, that's quite good for me personally. I ended up choosing a few of them. That's good. Live, they were brilliant. I've only got a photo, but if I can find a video from one of my mates. I'll send it to you now. And it was a good night. I mean, obviously, I've got stories. I do.
Yeah.
There's different versions to this story, depending on who you ask, but I'll tell you my version. So, at the time, I was 17, and I said, I just want a beer. Like, I had a shit day before, I just wanted a beer. So I got a beer, and I was.
We don't condone underage drinking, by the way. We don't condone it.
We don't. I'm a bad person. So I was chatting to this barmaid, and it's getting a bit busy, and I keep on going back. I end up buying like 3 beers at a time. I think I had about 8 pints at this point, but I was fine. Like, for me, that's all right. And she said, "Oh yeah, I'm about to finish." So I said, you know, trying to stand with me and some of my mates, because I think she was about 18, 19. And she went, yeah, definitely. And to this day, I'd like to hope she's still looking. And I managed to get Joe cribbing with this. We managed to prank him, me and my mate Lauren, who I met at the Amazons, saying that she did end up meeting with us and all this stuff happened just to wind him up.
Yeah.
And Joe was not very happy. But just, I think what everyone could probably take away from this is that the music obviously means a lot to both of us. And I feel like without music, like for me, if I'm going somewhere, even if it's a 10-minute walk, I have to have my music on.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps me entertained, it keeps me focused, everything like that. And well, I don't know about you, but I'd imagine the same. The 3 bands that I've gone for, you know, yeah. I love the music. And yeah, hopefully I can get Leah from the Mysterines on for a quick interview, even if it's 10 minutes in a section.
Yeah.
Who knows? You maybe already have seen it, or you've probably seen a stupid video that Harry's had to include. You don't know. We don't know. You know, but we don't.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good way to end the second part of the show. We're going to go for another break, and then a new section, and one we'll bring back from the first episode.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
to say the
very
least.
much, very much. Right. So we'll be back in a millisecond. Right, I'm going for a piss. I am dying.
Harry, I beg you include this, please. Literally, as soon as you left, I went, I beg Harry includes this.
Please don't, Harry. Right. And just like that, we are back, and we're going to bring you into a new section of the podcast that has already been...
looking forward to this one.
Already been named by my genius. This is called the Warzone Worries, and, you know, Call of Duty Warzone. Quarantine has got it going mental. It's a massive game. Yeah, Quarantine's got it going mental. Everyone's playing, whether it's Warzone or the actual game, Modern Warfare, playing quads, trios, solos, whichever one you want to play. And we've been playing a fair bit, it's fair to say.
And thankfully, I got a clip of when the times were playing. And just before the show, I'll give you a bit of context, obviously. So it was myself, Finlay, Joe, and another person. And we were playing, everyone had died but Finlay, and he'd killed this guy on like this middle bit, and all he had to do was going from the roof.
I was
And
doing a
parachute
scav.
down.
I was doing a scavenger. Yeah. So all I
But
had to do was parachute down.
we'll just let the clip say it for itself.
Yeah.
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 That was poor, Finlay. And you can't hear the game audio from us, but we were howling
Yeah.
in laughter.
Yeah.
What was going on? Why didn't you pull your parachute, man?
Do you know what? I've had this issue a few times. So when I'm jumping and I go to pull my parachute, I hear the audio, but it doesn't register, so it doesn't pull. And I can't remember if that happened in that. I don't think that happened. I think I just thought I had more time than I did.
Anything to take the blame away from you?
No, in this one, alone up to it, I thought I had more time than I did. And I was like, right, I'm going to pull my parachute last second because then I'd be able to just hop down straight away. I just didn't pull it, did I? I just...
During Muppet. But, I mean, yeah, you came back from the gulag. You got your final scavenger.
Yeah.
And then you died.
And then we died
months later. Yeah. But that's just one of the points, Finlay was saying how we should make this a weekly section, and I agree.
Okay, guys, welcome back. It's coming back for the second time, and I really wish it wasn't coming back, but Tinderella
It's all
is
fun,
back.
though, isn't it?
Tinderella is back, and I will enlighten you with some other top drawer pickup lines that you may want to use.
I've been asking you to tell me something. You're not telling me anything, so
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this, actually.
Yeah. So I was scrolling through and I was swiping and everything, and I saw this girl, and I was scrolling through her pictures, and she had a tattoo, and on her back, it was two birds, and I just thought, right, this is an opportunity. So when I see that you've got two birds on your back, and I thought the first thing that I might ask you is, are they swallows? Yes, your headphones are falling out. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is, you know what?
And if you don't get the context of that, then I have no hope for you as a 17 to 18-year-old, which
brilliant.
I hope for. But yeah, I've got some others. I've jotted them down on my phone notes, just to bat them out there, just for you. So this is, you've got to sustain that you're the alpha immediately, and this one just establishes that very well. And this one, you just simply message and go, well, here I am. What are your other two wishes? Just for the sake of it, then they know you're either a genie or you've granted their wish has been granted, and the man, the myth, the legend is there.
I can understand how it may work.
It might. But I'm not saying it'll work. I'm just saying it's to me, I found that pretty good. This one is going to offend the Xboxers around. Hey, my name's Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight?
Yeah, that's all right.
Is the ones that are play on words are really good. Are you a transformer? Because if you were, you'd be Optimus Fine.
It's just getting worse, Finlay.
This one is good because I am actually cross-eyed. So if you like me, then you can alternate this. So the actual pickup line is, I wish I were cross-eyed so I can see you twice. But if you're me, you just say, I'm cross-eyed, I'm seeing you twice, and you're fucking amazing. Cheers, bye. And then you just get unmatched straight away, because that's what happens to me.
Finlay, mate, are you getting any success from any of these?
No. Am I fuck? But that's down to the fact that I'm an ugly bastard. That's just...
Yeah, mate, I'm an ugly bastard.
I just remembered this one.
I'd like to think I'm doing all right.
I just remembered this one. Feel my shirt. You know what it's made of? Boyfriend material.
Oh no! Right. You know
One
what?
more. Let me scroll down to a good one.
All right, go on.
Let me see. Find a good one. My love for you, I don't even want to say this one. My love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in. Don't use that one. That's just funny.
Right.
That's just funny for the sake of it.
I think what we're gonna have to do, Finlay, because you're clearly struggling. I think we need a female to have a chat with you and tell you what you should do. So,
Please
as
no.
my treat to you, I'm gonna find a female to know, and I've got two in mind who I can bring on, and I feel like we're gonna move Tinderella into like coaching for you.
Coaching my
And
worries in
yeah,
life.
and hey, who knows? It may work, it may not. What will it do? Add an extra 5 minutes to the video? Yes. So obviously you have to. But yeah, I mean, if I could give you any advice, obviously it's a bit difficult now, but I found I prefer meeting people in real life
yeah.
because then they see what you are. Like for me,
Exactly.
obviously,
A 10 out of 10.
No, I'm a shit house, but some
I
people
love
don't
you, Luke.
mind.
I love you, Luke. I love you.
Finlay, mate, I'm not one of these people who's like, you're trying to can we stop it? No, but I think that's a good place to end the third episode. I don't know if it's as long as the last one, but I feel like we've done the music bit and I've enjoyed it quite thoroughly.
But you know, Warzone Worries will be coming back.
Yes.
Tinderella maybe. See what happens.
With an addition, I don't know. It depends if my mate or one of my mates will actually come on and do it. I doubt they will, but maybe if they send me some messages, I might be able to lay them on to you.
But for the third episode, I think that's a great place to end it. So
yeah.
Again, thank you guys so much for your support over the recent episodes.
Yeah, you've absolutely smashed it with like the views on both.
You know,
if I
this
go
is
onto
just
the
something.
videos now, we have got. Let me refresh it so we're accurate. We have got. When my internet loads, we have 205 views on the first episode and 147 on the second. Which, considering the second one came out
yesterday,
what 26 hours ago.
Yeah.
That's good going.
Yeah, you guys are
really
absolutely smashing it, and please do like and subscribe on the videos. Again, as an idea that just started out as us two waffling shit, I think it's a good way to keep you busy.
I think it's going well.
Yeah, it's a good way to keep you busy, and
it's something to look forward to each week.
Yeah, and you know, just for you guys to listen to. I know I've not got the most soothing of voices, but
I certainly don't.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for your support. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Part by Part. We are going to leave a little link down in the description, and
we're probably going to include a little graphic here of what you do. Again, I've got my PC from them. They're a top place. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.
See you guys.